Okay, this is a reading on a relationship question for a lady in Australia. The question is a couple of weeks old, but I've had some health issues, so I'm now back to doing readings again. And with a bit of luck, we can get this one cleared up quite quickly. What I've done is I've shuffled the cards, split them into three piles. I picked a pack for you, reversed them, shuffled again, and now I'm taking three cards for each person involved that you want an assessment of. So the first person to take a look at is Bill, and with Bill I got the King of Cups, the Five of Wands, and the Nine of Swords. Well, so we're taking a look. The King of Cups is quite a positive, empowering personality, very encouraging, very emotionally open, so quite a positive card in lots of ways. With the Five of Wands, the key word there is strife, so there's some issues about struggle, some issues about making things happen. There's obstacles in the way of things happening for this particular gentleman. I know that's I know Bill's the primary relationship that you want some information about. And the other card that I took for Bill is the Nine of Swords, and the keywords there are despair and cruelty. So there's some issues in Bill's past which are preventing him from moving forward, preventing him from building up positive long-term relationships. So that is something that he'll need to work out himself with his own personal development. None of the cards came out reversed for that one, so in general terms, Bill is quite a positive influence. He's quite a positive person for you to be around. I don't think there's necessarily a long-term relationship there without a lot of effort, because there's going to be obstacles in the way. And let's take a look at Fred, who's a friend, but there's no major relationship there as far as you told me. With Fred, I got two Queen cards, the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles, both of which are quite positive, quite practical cards. The Queen of Pentacles is a very practical card. It's very much about balancing things and making things work. So again, Fred is quite a positive person to have around for you. The Ace of Pentacles is shows an early stages of finances, but there might be a business relationship in there. There might be an early stage startup kind of business relationship that Fred can bring to the party, as it were. He's got some ideas and he'd quite like to develop them, but I think he probably doesn't know where to go to look for help for that. So he needs to be looking at one of the local small business advice centres just to get a business plan together and develop some market research and find out whether the ideas are viable or not. Now, with the third person you asked me to read for is Jane, and with Jane, 2 out of the 3 cards came out reversed. So the Nine of Cups, the Empress came out reversed, and the Seven of Swords, or Seven of Wands rather, came out upright. So with Jane, I think she's a negative influence on your life. So she's influencing the relationships in a negative way, which coincides with what you've said to me, your feelings about her in the email. So the Nine of Cups and the Empress reversed suggests that there's some scheming going on. It suggests that there's reverse pleasure in undermining other people in a way. So she's getting some kind of twisted fun out of preventing things from happening or breaking things up or whatever, which coincides with what you've said to me in the email as well. The Seven of Wands in this particular case is Valor. So again, it's Mars in Leo, and it represents positive focus to what she's doing. So it's very structured what she's doing. She knows what she's doing, and my advice to you would be to keep away from it. Now, looking at the longer term relationship with Bill, I'm just going to pick some more cards out for you and see if I can give you an idea of what might be happening with that. I'm taking them off the top of the pack. I'm going to go 4 months ahead. So what I've got is the Queen of Swords, the Four of Cups, the Prince of Swords. So there's a lot of talking to be done. There's a lot of clearing in the air. There's a lot of thinking to be done with this particular relationship. Fours are quite positive, and you've got 2 fours there. You've got 1 for the Cups, which is the relationship, and 1 for the finances and the physical structure of what's happening with the relationship. My feeling with it is that it's coming out positive as a general principle. Longer term it could work. There's quite a lot of compatibility there. The Prince of Swords and the Queen of Swords have come out, so there is quite a lot of compatibility there. It will take some effort. It might not happen immediately, but there's potential there if you're willing to put the effort in. Put a time limit on it. Put quite a long time limit on it. So if you don't feel like it's getting anywhere in, say, a year's time, then let it go and move on. But set yourself some goals for the relationship, some ways to measure how the relationship's going, the friendship and potential relationship. Okay, I'm going to wrap up at that point. I do think there's potential with the relationship with Bill, but it's going to be quite hard work. So if you're prepared to put the work in and take your time with it, then stick with it. If you're looking for something that's immediate, then it's not going to happen that way. Okay, I'm going to wrap up with that particular point, and I hope that's been helpful for you.